Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Daily Journal series. Just collecting the Pokemon as I do every morning, collecting their berries and ingredients. Now, I was told in one of my Pokemon review series videos that the balancing was a little bit off, probably because I swapped headsets again. If there's still a problem and you think that I'm a little imbalanced, I tried to balance myself, but I don't have a very good ear for that kind of thing. Let me know in the comments, please, that if my voice is too loud or the music's too quiet or they're both too quiet or they're both too loud, let me know. I'll make some adjustments, but I have a terrible ear for that stuff. Great for like music if things are in tune, but balancing noise-wise, it's not a good thing for me. So anyway, hopping right into it, feeding the Snorlax for breakfast. My breakfasts here, my meals. So I could make the spicy leek curry, but I want to get into something. I want to show you something that I've done and that I've prepped. Because I'm not going to be making spicy leek curry. Instead, we're making fancy apple curry. Because we want to be saving ginger, mushrooms, and leeks. And I'll show you why in a moment. I don't care about the rest of the ingredients, so all of them can just go in. I'll save the apples just to make sure that I always have enough to make the base. I'll throw a few apples in. We have plenty. But we're not filling the pot. We're saving up a lot of ingredients because next week is the growth week event, I believe, if I have the dates right. Which I'd like. I've got some ideas for growth week. So I don't want to use a good camp ticket during growth week. It's not that great of an event. And I did already use one for an event that I wasn't intending to use on, so yeah. So my plotting has kind of been to if you look here, you can see that I've plotted this team that has 200 leeks, 70 mushrooms, and 70 ginger. That's because this is a team that's running my mons that I want to favor for the XP growth in the event. Now, you can see that they're all ingredient mons, which is insane. And it just so happened that they all kind of worked out well that, should I roll curries or salads, I can pretty consistently make whatever meal is made. No chance for this team to be making desserts, really. I didn't even really look into it, but I think their best odds is probably Zingzap Spice Cola with a little bit of ginger production on the Tyranitar, and then the leeks on the Quaquaval, but there's no way we're stockpiling that many apples and that much coffee. Well, actually, I don't need to stockpile coffee. I guess I could consider apples on that, but that's still an insane amount of apples. That's over 100 a day, which is more than the bag can hold. So, yeah, that's just in there because I was testing things out with other teams. So ignore the desserts. But this team, with this many ingredients stockpiled up, could make salads or curries, which means I only need to use a good camp, or not good camp ticket. I only need to use a ticket to swap islands, an easy travel ticket, if I roll desserts. And hopefully I don't roll desserts more than twice in a row, because that would be sad. But the reason why I want strength with this team during the growth week is because there is an increased candy boost, and I also do want to be going to Old Gold Power Plant, which is unfortunate because that is an insane level requirement, and other than the Gengar, we're not getting any favored berry off of this team. But I want to be running them because I want to take advantage of the boost, the boost to sleep XP. I could do day team, night team stuff, but it just feels weird to be doing a night team with ingredient specialists. That's like the most suboptimal method. So yeah, now I do want to level these Pokemon, and I've selected all of them for a particular reason. Quaquaval, as you know, that is my primary target right now for leveling to level 60. I want those leagues so bad so that I can consistently make the Zingzap Spice Cola. In fact, I've got a powerful team based around that, and I will show that off in a minute. Tyranitar, I think it's got a lot of potential once it hits level 60 for the ninja curries and salads. It makes it a little bit weaker for the curry because it's not quite making enough soybeans, but paired with the Quaquaval, these two just make a fantastic team for making these two meals. Charizard, I want to get up there because one of the biggest weaknesses of this team is that they're hurting for ginger a little bit if I want to try and make these things. So getting up there and making that ginger. I'll be making extreme excess amount of sausage if I'm running these guys all together, but it's more of just like an idea of just get them in there, get a little bit of ginger, because that level 60 proc is huge. And also, the other things with the Charizard are paired with my Dragonite. Now, Dragonite's kind of fallen to the wayside, but for me, in terms of targets, since I've gotten better options now with the ninja salads and the curries, but Dream Eater Butter Curry has always kind of... No, not Dream... Inferno Corn Keema Curry. Whoops, I said the wrong one. It's a very powerful meal. Actually, more powerful than my Ninja Curry. But it takes that Dragonite Charizard combo, and then you can just 2 Pokemon run it. Simple. Not need to think about it after that point. Problem is, it requires me to level Dragonite to level 60, and I've got better targets that I already have closer, so it's kind of fallen to the wayside. It's still a long-term goal for me, because I think there's a lot of power in it, but I don't know if it'll ever happen. So, but I think the Charizard still offers value even without that, and even if I don't care about the Charizard being level 60, I don't care too much about the Charizard being level 60, but it's got Sleep XP bonus, which is awesome for an event where XP is boosted, because it just means that even if I don't end up using the Charizard, the other Pokemon on this team get boosted in their XP further. So, Vikavolt, I don't think I need to explain myself there. Mono Coffee, produce a lot of coffee, get him in, get him out. I don't think Coffee is going to be one where I'm ever really running him during the event weeks, because overall that's kind of a... Bug-type berry is meh, and he's gonna be like overproducing a stupid amount. So I don't think any meal is gonna take as much coffee as what he makes. So, because yeah, if I put him at level 60, let's see, and this is without any sort of energy for everyone Pokemon. So keep that in mind, and I do intend to sub-skill seed him when I get him to level 50. So let's just see if I put that in. Rainon moving a little slow today. He'll be making 67 coffee a day, and that's before he hits level 70. 67 coffee a day. I guess that... That is less than the Defiant Coffee Dress Salad calls for. But, like I said, this is with 0 energy recovery. When there's a Gardevoir on the team alongside him, that's going to be more than anyone could ever need. Because energy makes a huge difference. Big shocker. And then Gengar. Now, Gengar is close to level 60 already, but I want to level him up because I want those extra mushrooms, man. They're just... Getting only 31... I mean, yeah, that's useful. That's more than what I need in most situations, but... look at this. The things that take mushrooms. I mean, most of the things that take mushrooms don't actually take a whole lot, but I would love to be able to make that perk up stew. Whence available. So yeah, this is the team that I'm running next week, and as you can see, no energy for everyone Pokemon. This is one of the few rare circumstances where I think it's acceptable to do so, but the thing is that hurts us. And there's no real meal consistency, being able to consistently make a meal here unless we do prior prep. Now, as you can see, we have ample amounts of sausage, ample amounts of soybeans, plenty of mushrooms for the Ninja Curry. The only thing that we're missing on the curry is a little bit of soybeans, or not soybeans, leeks. So stockpile a couple leeks, and the reason why I have a plus 16 here is because I've added 200 to the bag. Because if we get salads instead, then I wanted to make sure that there was like an extra 2 leeks per meal throughout the course of the week. And as you can see here, they're all at plus 7. That's because I've like hit the exact number to have like 6 more per day, to just give extra security of each of these ingredients. And it only takes up 340 bag space, which there's 700 in the bag, so that's perfectly all right. So even with this team, without energy recovery, without good camp ticket, I can consistently make these meals, and I have double checked. My pot size is 63 right now. I'm working towards 64. They take 57 and 50 ingredients. I'm not making that mistake twice, because that one week, what was that? Was that Halloween where I did prep? I did preparation, for a meal that I wasn't going to be able to make, and then I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll run the good camp ticket even though I wasn't intending to, because I don't want to... I was like, I don't want to waste the meal prep that I did, so I ran good camp ticket. It was sunk cost fallacy. But oh well, I did that anyway. This time, I'm not wasting a good camp ticket on this week, because it's overall not that great. But with the current levels that I have these meals at, being level 48 and level 52 respectively, I'm able to reach apparently Master 9 on Old Gold Power Plant with this team. And curries and stews. If I get curries and stews instead... come on, Rayon. Master 8? That feels like really high. You know, I wonder... That doesn't feel right. Yeah, that's why. I was doing testing with teams the other day, and I cranked this up just for simulating a hypothetical. I'm not at that. I'm going to be at 45% Island Boost. Because it's next week. It's 40% right now. That makes more sense. Okay, Master 6 if I get curries and stews, which are the weaker meal. And, let's see. Master 7 if I get salads. Which, while that is nothing compared to what I've been getting with the Raichus, that is pretty significant. I mean, we're still talking 2 million drowsy power, or Snorlax strength. So, oh well. It's a much more cooking-focused strategy than I normally go for, but it's not actually for the cooking that I needed. It's just that I need these Pokemon to be higher level. And I guess, okay, I still have the Vikavolt there, which is not correct. That's another thing that'll change this. So yeah, 2 mil. 2 mil is what we're looking at. Master 6. And Master 5. So actually a little bit lower. But still, Master 5 at Old Gold Power Plant, very respectable number, especially with no good camp ticket. And only one favored berry specialist. And he's not even a berry specialist. He's just a ingredient guy that happens to be good at berries. So yeah. That's what we're looking at for next week, which means right now I need to be stockpiling every leak that I can. The Quaquaval doesn't produce all that many leaks, so I'm just hoping and praying that I can get to 200 leaks before then. I, this week, got a little greedy and made a couple meals with the leaks earlier on before I made these plans, because I saw that the leek curry was kind of free in the sense that I had stockpiled leeks from the week before. And I had the ginger, I had the mushroom, or whatever the other herbs from the Gengar, so I made a couple meals of it. That was probably a mistake, but oh well. Let's hope we can get back up there before the next time comes around. The other thing that I want the Snorlax strength for during that week is just the fact that so yeah, more candy. Candy's boosted as well, and if I see Quaxly during the course of that week, then more candy is always good. Or for Vikavolt for that matter. All the Pokemon that I'm looking for. Gengar, that'll help out. And you get more candy from higher drowsy power because rarer spawns spawn in. But then also, Dream Shards. I'm ever so slowly working up towards this, guys. It's going a lot quicker than when I was running cruddy teams and not at Old Gold Power Plant. Old Gold Power Plant has made it way easier for me to get Dream Shards with my Electric Berry Specialist team than what it was prior to. Being able to force Electric Berry spawn by just going into Old Gold is just the chef's kiss to this team. Anyway, let's see what I saw last night. Honestly, I'm not even that excited for Old Gold Power Plant anymore for what spawns are here. I like that Quaxly is a spawn. And I like that the Vikavolt line is here as well, because that's pretty good. Let's see. Looking at 8% dozing, 44% snoozing, and 48%. I'm gonna guess that's about balanced. If not, probably snoozing. Maybe slumbering. I think snoozing or balanced. Balanced, okay. Yep. I'm getting to know my sleep a little too well. We're looking at 7 spawns. And yeah, while being an Old Gold Power Plant does decrease my number of spawns, which does kind of hurt for candy, it still gives us comparable amounts of Dream Shards for this Drowsy power because rarer spawns spawn in. Because the rarity of spawns doesn't depend on island, it's just the number of spawns. So it's less spawns that use the same amount of Drowsy power. Ends up in, oh my gosh! That's the shiny! This is my first time getting two of the same shiny, because I already have a shiny I already have a shiny Diglett that I don't use. But anyway, so we're definitely catching that this morning. Alrighty, well, I think we need to stop catching Eevee. After that last Eevee that I caught, and I was already like, well, what do I do with this? If I catch another good Eevee, I really won't know what to do with it, because I've already got all my bases covered as far as evolutions go. So, even though Eevee is on the field and Eevee is very flexible, I don't need that flexibility anymore, because all the things that Eevee can do are things that I have covered. Ditto's hungry, though. Okay, I'll feed the Ditto. I'm definitely feeding the Dugtrio, because shiny, cool. Doesn't really take much thought there, and it's basically free. Pokebiscuits are... okay, I guess they're not free, but... It's one Pokebiscuit for a shiny, like that. Yeah, I'm doing that. I don't think anyone's judging me for it. Like I said, my first duplicate shiny. And then we'll feed the premium bonus biscuit to the Ditto. Ditto's pretty difficult to catch a good one of because it's a 16-pip Pokemon. It's one of those that I'm always like, I'm not hunting, but if I happen to catch a good one, okay, I'll take it. I'll feed it one Pokebiscuit just to see, and leave it 3 available. If it's still catchable, if it's still hungry, then nope, it's awful. Okay, maybe that was a waste because next time it comes around, that's gonna be 3 away. Which I'm probably going to want to use a Daily Biscuit on that, but I don't want to use a Daily Biscuit on that. So I'll probably just gamble it with, or I'll just use the Great Biscuit like I was thinking about today. But, alrighty, well, my typical thing is when I see a shiny, I send out the shiny just so that if people click on it and they get to see the shiny. Even though realistically here, the best candy to send out is probably the Ghastly candy. Either that or the Ditto. Probably the Ghastly, though. I feel like Gengar's further up in the meta. But I'm sending out the shiny because shiny cool. Like 7, or not 7. Yeah, 7,400 Dream Shards. Not bad. I still could use more though. Let's see, how is this Diglett at? Oh, that's a bad sign. Bold nature, that sucks. Double tomato, skill level. Helping bonus coming in way too late. Yeah, he's not good, but he's shiny, so he gets to live. Oh, and that was the only Pokemon I caught. That's right, I didn't catch the Ditto. Oh well. I feel like I see a lot of Dittos on Old Gold. I like... They seem to just keep coming up for some reason. But yeah. Those were my catches last night, and oh, Gardevoir with another proc. Team's looking a lot better for energy than what it did earlier in the week, doing the sub-skill shenanigans, running the sleeper team on Sunday night. But yeah, this Quaquaval, I guess I'll show off my improvement on leveling the Quaquaval. We're slowly getting there. It's one of the like slowest, longest grinds I've ever had. It's interesting because I only have about 250 hours slept with him, but all my other Pokemon that are on the same level just are that high level because I've slept with them for a while. But with this guy, I've dumped so many candies into him that he's up here in level despite not having that many sleep hours. So let's see, he is level 53 currently, and we are 1,233 XP away. We have 116 candies stockpiled, and I intend to use all of my handy candy S&M to level this guy, because he is the core of all of my ingredient-based teams that take leaks. And Quaquaval is weirdly designed in a way that it's not good until level 60, and then level 60 it becomes broken because there's just so much of a discrepancy between the level 30 and the level 60 proc. But you do want the level 30 proc to be leaks, because without the little bit of leaks from the level 30 proc aiding the level 60 proc, you're never going to get enough leeks to really make those meals anyway. So the level 30 leek proc is better despite being weaker than the soybean proc, but it's just like, in the meantime, it hurts. Anyway, where are we looking at? We're just 204 candies away. 204 candies. After tonight, that's going to be at 200. Because every night that you sleep with it, it goes down 4 unless you're running sleep XP bonus or something. But or there's some sort of event boost. But with the event, let's see. If I pull up a quick calculator here. If we do some quick calculations. So over the course of that event week, I believe during the bonus week, it's 1.5 times. And we have one Pokemon with Sleep XP bonus. So, that times 1.5 across 7 days of the week. I know one of those days is a little bit higher because it's the good sleep event. It's the full moon. And they take whatever the higher of the bonuses are, was what I saw. They don't stack, unfortunately. They specifically said in one of the announcements, if there are multiple events that are overlapping that cause XP gains to increase, they just take the higher of the two. They don't stack them, which is unfortunate. That would have been cool for like 1.5 times the good sleep event, but nope, they didn't do it. They wanted to balance it a little bit better, so we're gonna get about 1,197 extra sleep from that. So 36 is what we're gonna be looking at if we were to just not give them any candy. Roughly. Remember, it's going to be a little bit more, actually, because of the good sleep event. So we're actually looking at closer to 156 candies away. I could theoretically buy up to 3 of these in the shop. Bring me to 5. And then up to 10 of these. Bring me up to 105. And then we're just looking at 22 away. 4 nights of sleep would be the equivalent of 16 candies. It'd be like this. So basically, if we're just looking at not thinking about the extra couple nights if we're just looking at like the XP gain from the next 2 weeks of sleep, as well as all the candies that I currently have, then we only need to get 50 more Quaxley candy to get there if I'm willing to spend a lot. If I'm not willing to spend a lot, then instead we're looking at 140, which honestly is not that much. 140 XP, or 140 candies. If I'm seeing sleep styles left and right, then that'll happen. That could happen. So, now, why do I want this? I do want to show off these teams that I was theorizing. I don't know if I saved them, though, so I may have to generate it for you. It looks like I did save it. This team right here. Double Raichu, Gengar, Quaquaval. If the team is making... not the Nezeroli's Restorative Tea. Instead, we make... if we make the Zingzap Spice Cola. The reason why this is set to 60 is because I'm theorizing for the future. And Zingzap Spice Cola, I think it's... this could be wrong of me to be assuming, because level 60 is very high up there. But if we're making the strongest meal in the dessert category, it shouldn't take that long to level, comparative to other meals, because it has a higher base strength. The higher level meals are easier to level up and get to those higher levels than the lower level meals. So, if we're making Zingzap Spice Cola, yeah, we're not making... I was theorizing if I throw on my last Raichu. Now, this is going to be my last Raichu, not the Pichu that I caught the other day. I've decided that with that Pichu, I'm not going to be evolving it to Raichu. I'm going to be leaving it as a Pikachu because I can run it with Raikou, theoretically, should I ever catch a good Raikou. I know that's probably not going to happen, but it's a theory. And I don't have that option with the other Raichus to increase the Raikou's skill strength with that. And if one day, if they ever add Alolan forms, I'll have a potential right there, just already made up. I don't need to do another hunt. I've already got the Alolan Raichu if they ever do that. Typically speaking, that's not a thought, but it's useful as a Pikachu anyway. So I'm just going to stick with the Raichus that I have, and that's what I've decided to do with that Pichu. Anyway, with this Raichu, which isn't even that good, honestly, right now. It's not that good until level 75. It's okay, but as you can see, if I'm running a good camp ticket week, because this is all for if we're theorizing for events. Man, my Rhinonex is really acting slow right now. Okay, if we're running good camp ticket, then as you can see, we're only missing these marks by a decent amount. We're missing the leaks by a lot because this guy's not set to level 60. But if I do that, we're making more leaks. Yeah. Then we're only missing the coffee, which if I have a good Vikavolt, then that should be really easy. Really easy to stockpile in the week prior to. Which, that's only 252 coffee stockpiled, which is really easy to do. The bag has a space of about 700. The power of the bag, people. I'm telling you, it's strong. It's why I made a whole video on it. And then we're looking at 7 ginger. 7 ginger behind, which I like I said, I like to be 6 over just to give extra security. So 13 ginger is what we're looking for. Times the 7 days of the week, 91. I'm just going to put in 100 just to round it off, make it easy numbers. 100 extra ginger. And then as you can see, the apples are a little bit behind my +6 mark. So 2 extra apples per day, that's 14. I'm just going to do 20 for extra security. And then we're only looking at... The reason why I kept exact numbers on the coffee is because you need exact numbers. You're not basing it off of what the team's producing, so you don't need the extra security. You know this is exactly what you need. There's no RNG factor. That's 372 ingredients. That's about half the bag. That's plenty easy. I've done stockpiling preps up to 500 ingredients before, maybe even 600 at once. So I know that this is feasible and doable and really easy to do. And as you can see here, if we go to Greengrass Island with this team, Master 20, just any event week, I can just force Master 20 should I get this meal to level 60, which is absurd. And that's with this Raichu isn't even that great. It's just producing a little bit of extra apples. I wonder if I did it with my Skeledirge at level 60, if that would also do it, but I would still need to get the Skeledirge to level 60 because he has sausages at 30, so that would force me to get another ingredient mod to level 60, which, as we're seeing with the Quaquaval, is taking a really long time, especially on the Gen 9 starters, so that's not really a consideration. But the fact that if I just do enough prep, I can get any event week to Master 20, with just a little bit of prep, is insane. And as you can see here, 3.859 million. First off, that is with my current island boost of 65%. That can go up further. Second off, that number is beyond the Cyan Beach Master 20 level. So, Master 20 at Cyan Beach is like 3.7 something million. So if I just got my Cyan, let's see, if I tell it Cyan Beach. Give it one moment while it processes the request. It says Master 19 right now, but that's because my island bonus is currently only 60%. If I change that to 65, just like Greengrass, then instead, we're looking at the same number there. Wait, what? Why did it not change? That should have... There we go. It says Master 19, but I know that Master 20 is like 3.7 million. Give me 1 minute, folks. Also, we're going to try refreshing the page. Yeah, Master 20 on Cyan is 3.7 million, so 3.73 million. There we go. Now it updated. Okay, and now things seem to be loading faster. So yeah, 3.8 million. This team can just solo. It doesn't even need Favored Berry. This is insane. This is absurd, people. So yeah. And it really focuses down the event weeks where things matter the most. I can't quite do it at top. Top's Master 20 is a little bit further even if I was to map bonus this all the way up. And this is why the old gold power plant map bonus was set to 75% before, because I was just taking a peek if I did that. See, this still only goes to Master 19. I think if I got this Raichu to level 60, then no, it still doesn't take over. So, yeah, we're not looking at this team being that cracked that it can beat up top. But it's, like I said, I want to have these options on hand, because this is just absurd. This is awesome. Anyway, if you have enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. As always, I thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.